Hey Chills crew and everyone new, 𝗬𝗄𝗃𝗍 here, and today I have this beautiful, easy winter design that has reverse stamping in it. So if you do like these kind of videos, you want to see more of this type of tutorials, and you want to step up your stamping game, go ahead and like, comment, subscribe, join the Chills crew. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. And before we get into today's video, I'm going to be mentioning what is on my nails. This is 𝘊𝗋𝗄 by Cupcake Polish, just for 2 coats. This is a neon pink jelly packed with iridescent flakes that shift from a purple to an indigo to a blue, and it even has a blue shimmer. It's absolutely stunning. I've had a few people ask me always like, what's on your nails in these videos? So here you go. This is the polish that I'm wearing. Now for our nail art for today. So the first polish I used was Turned Up Turquoise by China Glaze. This polish does dry down to a matte finish, and what you're seeing in the bottle, you'll see like this subtle shimmer. However, it doesn't fully transfer that to the nail when it does dry down, because it dries down to a matte finish, and you want to be pretty careful when it comes to the application of this, where you don't over manipulate the polish. Now, this second clip here you can see is more color accurate than the first clip, so just be aware of that. Now the polish that inspired this manicure, this is Silenzio Bruno from Vanessa Molina, and this is a beautiful purple jelly base filled with turquoise blue, purple flakes, and a turquoise reflective glitter. Now this is a very sheer polish. It took me 4 coats to reach full opacity. I did 3 on camera and 1/4 thin coat off camera, and it's absolutely stunning. Now unfortunately this is no longer available, so you might be able to find it in a Facebook D-stash on one of those groups. However, if you did shop the 2024 January PPU, if you got your hands on Belladonna by Monarch Lacquer, I feel like this might actually be a very, very close match to this polish. And then the final polish I used for now my ring finger is going to be Stay Frosted by China Glaze. This is a beautiful blue shimmer that has a hint of a tiny amount of a green shimmer running throughout. It has like this pearlescent frosted look, but then when it dries down matte, it just looks absolutely stunning. Now it did take me 3 coats to reach full opacity, and you want to make sure that you don't over manipulate the polish, but then brush strokes, they do kind of go away, especially if you know how to work with this polish. It just looks absolutely stunning and icy and beautiful on the nails, and it matched Silenzio Bruno perfectly. Before I can start stamping, I need to smooth out any type of ridges or bumps. So Turned Up Turquoise did have a couple ridges on there, so I just grabbed my glitter grabber to help smooth everything out. And then the same thing with Silenzio Bruno, because of those really big flakes, there is some texture, so you want to go ahead and smooth that out as well. The stamping plate I'll be using today is Noel Collection 08 from Moyu London. This is a great plate. It has like different winter animals, backgrounds, pine cones, snowflakes, just overall a good winter plate. So I'm going to create a background, and I'm going to go after blue ribbon here. I'm going to go ahead and scrape and then roll my stamp, and then we're going to go ahead and place this down onto the Turned Up Turquoise or the index finger. So here I'm just going to basically stamp it down, and then I do a roll method that I like to do when I have press-ons, just to make sure that I cover up everything. And then anything that's sticking up, I'm going to go ahead and press it down and make sure that it sticks. So now I'm going to go after Zombie Hut, and this is a beautiful, kind of like a light green cream, almost a hint of teal, I would say. And so I'm going to go ahead and stamp this over Stay Frosted. Now, Stay Frosted, like I said, is a matte. As long as you are quick with your stamping polish, because the polish has a little bit some tack to it, it will then stick to the nail, so then you actually don't have to put a sticky base coat down. Now we're going to go ahead and work on the middle nail, but I'm going to go after this medium-sized snowflake in blue ribbon. Now, I'm not actually showing you the scrape technique because I've already done that. You've already seen that. However, I'm going to show you how I remove the excess. Here, I'm just using a lint roller. Now, you want to be careful when you're doing this. I like to roll the stamper, as you can see how I'm twisting it, so I can get into all the tiny little bits. Now, if you're a beginner though, I highly recommend that you use Scotch tape instead. You can use a small piece, and then you can get really into all those little tiny areas. You can roll it up if you want, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and place this down on the middle nail, and the upper left hand corner is what you're seeing because I want it off-centered. And then I'm going to go after this bigger snowflake in Zombie Hut, and I'm going to place that down in the right hand corner of the nail because I'm going to be stamping the main phrase or the logo in the middle, so I just want everything off to the side. Now once everything is done and stamped, I'll go ahead and press anything down if it's sticking up, and then just make sure that it's all smooth and no problem. problems. Now I can go in with the Hello Winter side, and I'm gonna go in with Bam White, and I'm gonna go and scrape, and then same roll technique, and I'll remove any excess, and then I can go and place the main phrase down into the middle of the nail. Now I'm going to go ahead and put down some smudge-free top coat on both the nails that are going to receive the reverse stamping. Now I do this because if I just go ahead and put a sticky base coat over the stamped nails, it will automatically smear it. So make sure that you put down a smudge-free top coat first, set them to the side to completely dry. Now for some reverse stamping, and I'm going to go after this wolf in Bam White. Now this wolf is actually a pretty easy design to do some reverse stampings because the fact that the design is not super small to fill in. So I went in with Kailua, which is a beautiful dual chrome purple stamping polish. It has like this hue of like green, especially over darker colors, and I felt like it matched perfectly with Silenzio Bruno. Now I'm going to go after this bear and tree image in Bam White again, but this time I'm going to be filling in the trees on the bear in Ocean Floor. This is a gorgeous dual chrome again, but it's just so incredibly beautiful and jewel toned. It matches Silenzio Bruno's flakes so incredibly well. I'm obsessing over this stamping polish. I hope they never get rid of it. And I'm actually planning on using this stamping polish in another winter nail art manicure. Now, once our designs or our reverse stamps are dry, we can go ahead and apply a very thin layer of our sticky base coat down and then basically wait about a minute for it to dry, or not dry fully, but just get ever so slightly tacky. The thing is, I did not do that. I waited 45 seconds, and when I did that, you'll see it, I get wrinkling. So it's okay. I'll show you how to fix it and how to smooth it out, but yeah, wait the 60 seconds. We're going to repeat the same thing again, apply that thin layer of sticky base coat down, wait the 60 seconds. Now, I will say one thing, with the dry times being here in Florida, some days it's more humid than others, so it just kind of depends. I would say just be aware of wherever you live. You may need more drying time or less. It just depends on how humid and dry it is. Now that everything is completely dry for the stamping, I can go and apply a thin layer of smudge-free top coat. This helps smooth anything out or helps with the wrinkles, but not only that, it also helps protect my stamping from the glitter smoothing top coat because it will cause smearing to stamping polishes. Once my smudge-free top coat is completely dried, which takes about 10 minutes, I can go in now with my glitter smoothing top coat, and in this case I'm using Glitter Grabber by Glisten and Glow. I use this because it helps smooth out any of those decals, reverse stamping, any glitters that may be poking out. So once this dries, which takes about 15 minutes, I can then go ahead and apply my favorite top coat of my choosing. Now I can go ahead and apply my favorite top coat, which is by Super Chick Lacquer. This is the Marble Liquid Macro Quick Drying Top Coat. Yep, that's a mouthful, but it's absolutely amazing. I love this stuff. It makes everything look juicy, plump. Just look at the flakes pop. The same with the shimmers as well. It just looks absolutely stunning. And yes, I left these nails completely glossy, no matte finish. I just couldn't hide the jewel tones. I was obsessed. I wanted to see all of the shifts with it, so I was very pleased with this manicure. Here you have it, the final reveal. Let me know down below what you thought of this manicure. If you're planning on recreating it, are you liking the color scheme that I chose? Are you wanting to see more winter nail art? Everything, of course, I used, I will link down below in the description box or pinned comment, except for that Silenzio Bruno polish. Sorry about that, but you might be able to find that in the Facebook destash. But until then, if you like these kind of videos, you want to see more winter nail art or nail art in general, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future content. And not only that, thank you to my subscribers, because without you, I would not be here. And until then, take care and stay chilly.